Welcome to library checkout day, where I go back to the library, return books, and I check out books, movies, and CDs. I love this day so much. So we're going to start with books first. I got The Invisible Orientation, An Introduction to Asexuality by Julie Sandra Decker. I have been struggling with my sexuality a little bit, so if this book can help me understand more about asexuality, I'm all for it. What if you weren't sexually attracted to anyone? A growing number of people are identifying as asexual. They aren't sexually attracted to anyone, and they consider it a sexual orientation, like gay, straight, or bisexual. Asexuality is the invisible orientation. Most people believe that everyone wants sex, that everyone understands what it means to be attracted to other people, and that everyone wants to date and mate. But that's where asexual people are left out. They don't find other people sexually attractive. And if and when they say so, they are rarely treated as though that's okay. When an asexual person comes out, alarming reactions regularly follow. Loved ones fear that an asexual person is sick, or psychologically warped, or suffering from abuse. Critics confront asexual people with accusations of following a fad, hiding homosexuality, or making excuses for romantic failures. And all of this contributes to a discouraging master narrative. There's no such thing as asexual. Being an asexual person is a lie or an illness, and it needs to be fixed. In The Invisible Orientation, Julie Sandra Decker outlines what asexuality is, counters misconceptions, provides resources, and puts asexual people's experiences in context as they move through a very sexualized world. It includes information for asexual people to help understand their orientation and what it means for their relationships, and as well as tips and facts for those who want to understand their asexual friends and loved ones. And then on the back, it just shows a little bit more about her. Up next, we have Her Last Breath by Taylor Adams. After years of excuses, Tess has finally agreed to go caving with her best friend, Allie. Their lives have diverged sharply since high school. Allie is a self-made travel influencer, while Tess is a shy and claustrophobic legal assistant, struggling to pay for law school. Maybe Tess is a little bit jealous of Allie's globe-trotting lifestyle, but who wouldn't be? As Tess and Allie descend into the depths, they realize they're not alone. A stranger who claims to be a fellow caver harasses them. Confident, take no shit, Allie insults the guy, and he retaliates. Soon, Tess is trapped inside a narrow crawl space hundreds of feet underground, fighting to stay alive. 24 hours later, as a hospitalized Tess recounts her harrowing story of survival, the detective interviewing her shares new and shocking secrets about Allie's true past. Together, they begin to suspect the brutal attack wasn't so random after all. Who was Allie really? Why did this man target them, and did Tess really leave the danger behind when she escaped the cave? I'm sorry, what? This honestly reminds me of The Descent, with the cave people and everyone going like cave diving and everything. And I love that movie. Scary as sin, but I love it. I think I'm gonna like this book. Up next, we have When the Rain Came by Matt Eicheldinger. I'm sorry if I mispronounced your name, Matt Eicheldinger. It's kind of fun saying it that way. I'm sorry. Could someone please tell me in the comments how to say his last name? This is how it's spelled. I don't want to constantly mispronounce someone's name just because it sounds funny like that. I feel like that's a little bit rude. If we stay here, if we keep wandering without a real plan, we won't last. Maybe the hill is dangerous, but maybe it's not. It's the only plan we have. 17-year-old Aurora knows how to survive. Life in the foster system has taught her how to stay quiet, stay smart, and stay ready. But nothing could prepare her for this. A never-ending storm that swallows cities, drowns forests, and turns the world into a flooded wasteland. And then her foster parents disappear without a trace. She's alone, abandoned, running out of time. All Aurora has is a waterlogged scrap of paper and a name, The Hill. With looters closing in, and the floodwaters rising higher each day, she's left with stay and wait for the storm to take her, or risk everything on the journey through the drowned remains of the world to find a place that may or may not exist. I think this will be good. I really do. Last up for the books, we have Red, White, and Royal Blue by Casey McQuiston. What happens when America's first son falls in love with the Prince of Wales? Oh, I didn't think it'd be that kind of story. When his mother became president of the United States, Alex Claremont Diaz was promptly cast as the American equivalent of a young royal. Handsome, charismatic, genius. His image is pure millennial marketing gold for the White House. There's only one problem. Alex has beef with an actual prince, Henry, across the pond. And when the tabloids get hold of a photo involving an Alex/Henry altercation, US/British relations takes a turn for the worse. Heads of family and state and other handlers devise a plan for damage control. Stage a truce between the two rivals. What at first begins as a fake Instagram Mabel friendship grows deeper and more dangerous than either Alex or Henry could have imagined. Soon Alex finds himself hurtling into a secret romance with a surprisingly unstuffy Henry that could derail the campaign and upend two nations. Casey McQuiston's Red, White, and Royal Blue proves that true love isn't always diplomatic. I like this one too. Up next, I got Wicked and Wicked for Good on DVD. I'm gonna have myself a little Wicked movie night. And then I got Little Women and Little Women. And you're probably asking, why do you have two Little Women movies? Because I have another one that I own with Winona Ryder, and I love that movie so much. So I thought, hey, let's have a Little Women marathon. And finally, the CDs. So I got Shakira, Laundry Service. I've never listened to this album. And then we have Heart, Greatest Hits 1985 to 1995. I don't think I've ever heard them before. But that's my haul, you guys. I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, comment down below. Comment down below what you thought of this haul. Hit that like button, hit that follow or subscribe button because I am posting this on YouTube and TikTok. And turn on notifications. I knew I was forgetting something. Thank you guys so much for watching this episode of Library Checkouts. I gotta find a better name for this series. I gotta think of one. Or better yet, why don't you guys comment down below and help me name this series? Because there's gonna be a lot of episodes.